Hi, in this tutorial we're going to look at splitting a screen and freezing frames. These are two functions that are very useful when you have a lot of information, and it makes it more accessible to you. So let's start with splitting. First, make sure you've selected View from your main menu, and then in this section you'll find the word Split. Once you click on it, you'll notice bars going both horizontally and vertically. And basically it's giving you 4 different looks into your document. Now, it doesn't look like it's changed too much yet. What it's going to allow you to do is to scroll. So here I'm looking at 2013, September, October, etc. If I come into this screen, I can, using the scroll bar, move over to the same relative position in 2014. Now it looks like this has got September through December twice and in September, so they're not really equal. I can drag that middle bar wherever I like, or within reason. Really one column at a time, and there you go. Now I can also move this one. So now I've got School 1 for 2013 and 2014. And I can jump all the way down to compare that to school number 4. Right there. Okay, so school 1 2013, school 4 2013, and here you have 2014. But I don't have to stay there. I could compare it all the way over here to 2015. So it just is a convenient way for me to look at my data instead of scrolling back and forth, which is maddening and is not terribly efficient. This scroll bar will affect the vertical for the top section, and this scroll bar the vertical for the bottom section. Likewise, we have horizontal scroll bars for the left section and for the right section. So this can be a very convenient tool to use when you're looking at a larger block of data. In order to remove the split, simply click the button again, and we're back to our original view. Now, let me modify this data a little bit so it makes a little more sense with freeze frame. Okay, so it looks like my store is now wildly successful. We have added 34 new items for a total of 39, and it is in row 40, but remember we've got our header row here, so we've got 39 items, and we have all our records for a year's worth of sales now. Now, if I wanted to look at one of the items down at the bottom, it's kind of inconvenient because I can come down here, but now I've lost my header. So it's much more difficult to make sense of the information. So what I'd like to do is I'd like to be able to see this top row no matter how far down the page I go. And the quick and easy way to do that is go to Freeze Frame and say Freeze Top Row. And now when I scroll down, I'll be able to look at anything and be able to see that heading row when I do. Now what if I'm dealing with data that goes off my screen to the right, so that I would have to scroll horizontally to see it? Well, a simple solution would be to say, freeze first column. Now when I scroll either with the scroll bar, or simply by arrowing over, you'll notice that September disappears first, then October, November, and that first column, the labels stay in place, which is what I want. Let me come back in and unfreeze the panes again. Now what happens if I'd like both my top heading and side headings to stay in place? In order to do that, you want to select the first cell below what you want to freeze and the first cell to the right of what you want to freeze, and simply come in and say Freeze Panes, and that's going to allow it to function in such a way that both of these remain locked in place. When you want to remove freeze frames, again, you just come to freeze frames and say unfreeze panes. And that's it.